Throughout the millennia, mankind's greatest minds have pondered philosophy and hoped to answer the unanswerable questions of why we are here, how we should live our lives, and what truly drives humanity's deepest, darkest motives. Is peace possible? Is love the answer? Or will we eternally war against ourselves in a vain attempt to make life better for some and worse for others? Why do we hate? Why do we love? The answers have evaded us until now. Get ready for the final answer to all these questions with the newest superstar wonderkind in the philosophy world, Pat Simmons. You are about to hear his words directly in his gift to the world, the Daily Stoic.
What is up, family? How's everybody doing today? Beautiful Tuesday morning. Man, that snow's coming and going, and yeah, it's just so cool how nature works, weather and patterns, and it's just very fascinating stuff. Like, it's such a beautiful planet we live on, where there's so many different dynamics, and it all works together in this beautiful synchronistic patterns, you know. Yeah, it's March 19th, and I'm feeling pretty good. I woke up in the middle of the night and went and laid on my couch, and my couch is like a beanbag couch. And man, my back is stiff, you know, but thank God for my girlfriend who did some yoga together, encouraged me to jump in the ice bath. And yeah, after I do that, man, it's always so good, so motivated. Just a shock to the system. Basically, it is cold shock proteins become created. Oh yeah, it just really gets me up and moving. And so yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna hit the gym here in a little bit, but I'm gonna pray. Divine Creator, I just ask that you flow into my life and make me a channel of your peace and love and understanding. And thank you for letting me go of control on different situations with my children and friends. And I feel these bonds, and then they're severed, and I want to grapple things. And thank you for allowing me to be cool, calm, and collective, and move with ease. And thank you for new connections and myceliating this beautiful network of humans and all your living organisms. Bless them, change me. March 19th. Timeless wisdom. It's going to be a good one just from the title. For there are two rules to keep at the ready: that there is nothing good or bad outside my own reasoned choice, and that we shouldn't try to lead events, but to follow them. Epictetus. In the mid-12th century, there was an Indian Jesuit priest named Anthony Del Mello. Born in Bombay when it was still under British control, Del Mello was an amalgam of many different cultures and perspectives, East, West. He even trained as a psychotherapist. It's interesting when one sees timeless wisdom develop across schools, across epochs and ideas. Here's a quote from Mello's book, The Way to Love, that sounds almost exactly like Epictetus. The cause of my irritation is not in the person, but in me. Remember, each individual has a choice. You are always the one in control. Always. Yeah, baby. The cause of irritation, or our notion that something is bad, that comes from us, from our labels or our expectations. Just as easily, we can change those labels. We can change our entitlement and decide to accept and love what is happening around us. And this wisdom has been repeated and independently discovered in every century and every country since the beginning of time. That is so true, right? Like, it's a reoccurring theme. If you start reading spiritual literature or self-help books, it doesn't matter who wrote it. It's all the same shit. It all comes back to this. Everything is love, and we create our own reality. And man, how powerful that is. But they say the farthest journey is from the head to the heart, right? Like, so, yes, like all these situations that happen, like I know people who have been in traumatic situations recently, And I try to convey that message that, hey, I'm not, the specific person I'm thinking about, I did put blame on them. Like everything that happens is your fault, right? You're not to blame, but you created that. Good morning, Anthony. Love you, brother. How are you? And Anthony just popped on the comment. He has a great quote, and it's accept every situation if it's I chose it. And that is so fucking true. It's empowerment. How do we get empowered to take control of our life? It's ownership. It's ownership. And when we can realize that these situations that trigger us or that we don't like or something, I have the autonomy to get the fuck up and walk away. I have the autonomy to change my perception, to know that every situation, I love the Eckhart Tolle quote, every situation or the universe will put you in whatever situation is for the betterment of the evolution of your consciousness. We are leveling up. We are becoming better humans, but you need that perspective to do that. And even if you don't have that perspective, I lived a lot of years doing the same dumb cycles of self-sabotage, which is an interesting word in itself, but like these habitual patterns that kept me from growing. And I created those. I kept doing those patterns, but it wasn't wrong. Like it still was gaining. I was gaining momentum for when the transition hit, for when I was able to transmute it. All that bullshit compacted, and then you transmute it, and then you're able to, it's fucking like a springboard. I accept each moment as if I'd chosen it. Acceptance is a statement that moves you in the seat of creatorship. Yeah, that's so well put, Anthony. I fucking love that. Yeah, I'll bring it up. Yeah, it's so true. It's like this shit, like I was in treatment a couple years ago and I listened to this Buddhist teacher, and they said should is an argument with reality. And I was just sitting back like, whoa, dude. Like, yeah. Like tell my kids, hey, you should do this. I tell myself, like, oh, I shouldn't do this. Well, you know what? It happened. It's already in the past. It's like shoulding something. I'm wasting precious thoughts on things that I can't control. When in turn, if I'm able to transmute that, I'm able to step into my power, the seat of creatorship. I love the way that's worded, because we are all powerful creators of our own reality. It's just so beautiful to see and get that awareness. And I mean, and frankly, it makes it a hell of a lot easier, and it makes you be able to transverse reality so much more smoothly. But it's still hard. Like then situations arise and you're like, oh fuck, dude, like I created this. But then you're able to sit back and be like, whoa, wow, so like why did I create this? What is this teaching me? And the situations still come, they still come, but it's part of life. Let's see what Landy said. There's no right or wrong. It's only an experience which enhances our development to our journey to enlightenment. You're the most powerful force. You are the creative force. Yes. Landy, thank you so much. I remember, so I was living at 2100 Lakeside, which is a homeless shelter out in Cleveland during my years of drug abuse. And Landy has been a family friend that whole time. And I didn't even really know him, and he invites me over to his home, feeds me, gave me a couple of things to make some money. And it's just like, that was super pivotal for me, man. I want to take this time to thank you, brother, because, that was a time in my life where I was not welcomed by many. And to open up your home to someone, and that's just beautiful, man. And that's the thing, like, when you guys meet real people, hang on to it. It's like, stop being so goddamn selfish and trying to get something out of every situation. It's interesting to me because I know people who are, I'm 33, right? I know people in their 40s, right, that are struggling. They're so struggling so hard. They ain't got no one in their life to provide for them. No couches. I used to be a couch surfer, right? Like, I didn't have a place to stay. I was on drugs, but I always had somewhere to stay. And it's like, now to this day, I bet you I could call pretty much any one of my contacts if I needed some help. And everyone would be more than willing to help me, to a certain extent. But I'm not asking for things that I don't need, right? Like, I don't try to manipulate people or use them anymore. At one point in my life, I did. And I guess that's the process of learning. That's what we're talking about. It's all these things that I had such a lack mindset. My magnetic field was attracting bullshit, lack. And so I'd latch on to anything I could to try to fulfill that void, right? And then over time, when I got busted down on my ass and I'm sitting there and I ain't got shit to show for nothing. And like, mind you, there was times in my life where I had no one, and that was my own creation because I was in such a lack manipulating mindset that you people can feel your energy, dude. No one wants to be around a fucking leech, right? And it's cool. So it's like, as you work on yourself, as you start to perceive things through your heart, I've said this quote time and time again: the heart needs to keep breaking till it's open. That's Rumi, right? I had to fucking smash my life apart for my heart to open because I was so guarded and so cold that I didn't care. And I was just whatever the person had that would make me feel better or I could get over on them. I thought that was the way it was supposed to be. And now, as I've opened up my home to so many people, and it's and I feel like I was taken advantage of, right? But that's okay. And then it helped me set boundaries. Cool, But it's like, as I have that abundance, if you can if you feed someone, bring someone in their home, give them a place to stay and feed them, that's like a beautiful abundance mindset. You're not in scarcity. You're like, cool, I have this and I want to share it with you because more is coming in. Timeless wisdom. We all have that choice. And there's times I am super mad at myself still for situations where I did not react in the way that I wanted to. I gave other people faith, and but that was my expectations of them, right? Like, I had expectations that they would have the best things at heart, the best choice. They would make the best choices, and they didn't. And then I get mad, and then I want to project that onto them. But in reality, I'm mad at myself because I could have made better choices in that situation, not undermine someone, but made the choices I saw fit. Anytime I'm battling something in here, like, what should I really do? I'm learning now to just move intuitively. If I really feel like, I could handle that situation better, not controlling it, not making someone do something they don't want to, but if I can step into the situation and I feel like it's for the betterment of everyone, I got to stop selling myself short and just fucking move. You know what I'm saying? So fuck yeah, guys, a beautiful Tuesday. I do. It's almost like I love this weather, that when the weather is breaking, but yeah, I also don't want to buy a bunch of ice for my ice bath, so it was nice and broke up a little tiny thin layer of ice and got in there, and man, what a rejuvenating, beautiful thing. So yeah, man, I love you guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. I think the next podcast that I'm going to do, I got one coming Monday. I might hop on here sometime and just do a monologue. I mean, I obviously just me talking with the Daily Stoic, but I think maybe some people might be interested in my beginnings, my story. So I'm super excited for that. Love you guys.